Hello, hello, exploring souls. Hola, hola, almas exploradoras. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here, welcome back. So, today's video is about an art piece that took me many months to finish because initially I just had this idea that I wanted to work on a piece that was mostly about not the actual art piece, not about making something beautiful, not about making something that I would necessarily even liked. To me, this was an experiment. To me, this was something that I wanted to keep on working for as long as it just felt right to work on. I wanted to just experiment with the colors, with the different layers, with different patterns, with different looks, but also just to relax, to have fun, and just to kind of see what would happen if I painted things a certain way, if I used certain colors in certain ways. This whole entire process was just me having fun, just me experimenting. And the idea of experimenting this way with such an abstract look is so that it would give me other ideas for other paintings, and so that it would just help me elevate my creativity and inspire me in different ways. So, one of the things that I learned in this process was the kind of tape that works when I do layers for my paintings, especially because it's something I really enjoy doing. Because this was an experiment, obviously it didn't matter that the paint bled through. So that was okay and even fun to see the results of it. But it's a really good lesson to have because when I do end up doing another painting where I really don't want the painting to go underneath the tape, then now I know what kind of tape I need to use for that and what kind of tape to avoid to have that happen, or to what kind of tape to use if I do want some of the painting to bleed underneath. By using a piece to experiment with your art, you can also figure out the different kind of paints that you use or that you have to see how much of the paint you will need to use in order to make a darker color, or maybe if you want something a little bit more see-through, you can figure out which kinds of paints or how much of the paint that you need to use for that to work. So I honestly would recommend to do something like this, to just take a piece and experiment and just be abstract with it and try different methods and try different paints and just have fun with it.
Why is man your father's son? After he took me here the first time, I painted it.
Something I really enjoyed by doing this whole process of playing around with a painting for as many months as I did this one was the fact that every time I added a new layer and I added something new to it, I was able to just hang it up on my wall, and it felt like I had a new painting to look at every single time there was a new layer to it. It was something different, and I really enjoyed that aspect to it because it feels like this painting is not just one painting, it's many. And I've experienced it throughout this whole time, and I've enjoyed many of the different layers that I have made. Even though I haven't purposely tried to make anything beautiful, there has been things that I've really found beautiful about this. Even though it was mostly an experiment for me, there was one thing that I decided that I would try to keep consistent, which was the colors. So if you notice, the majority of the colors are basically the same few colors. I did mix in some other colors in between the layers just a little tiny bit, just because I knew that I was going to do so many layers that those other colors were not really going to peek through that much. So I did keep like about 3 or 4 of the main colors so that I could finish it off to kind of make it seem like it was a purposeful painting, even though it was mostly an experiment. Been working on this one for a while now. Wanted to do a lot of layers before I felt like I should stop, and I think I have enough layers now, so I'm doing the dripping technique on all 4 sides, and then I think after that I should probably be done, unless I all of a sudden decide I want to add something else to it, which is very likely. But I think we're almost there, which is exciting because, man, I feel like I enjoy projects when I get to finish them a lot faster because I like seeing the results. But it's also really exciting to finish a project I've been working on for so long. It's like a different feeling. So, yay, I'm excited. Thanks for watching.
I started noticing, I started feeling more isolated. I would have more negative ruminations and stuff, and I didn't know at the time that I was.
Okay. That's the consistency I'm looking for. Could maybe be a little thicker, but honestly I think this should be okay. Shoot. Okay. It does need to be thicker. I mean, I knew it and I did it anyways. Definitely my fault. Look at that. How do I get paint everywhere? Like, I try not to. I get more in there to get it thicker. Okay, that's the thickness I want. looks weird, but I'm okay with weird. Even though I did want this to be mostly an experiment, I did kind of have an idea of wanting to eventually make it into a piece that I would enjoy enough to look at if I put up on my wall. So I kept the colors consistent, and I wanted to finish it off with a technique that I used on other paintings in the past. It's hard to work with one hand in film, but we're getting there. Now let's go back and try and get that going. I really enjoy doing the dripping paint technique because I can be as random as possible, but I also have to be pretty intentional with the drips in order to get it to kind of look random enough but aesthetically pleasing, I guess. And I also really enjoyed the fact that I started using the four main colors of the painting and I dripped them down on the four sides of the painting. It's something that I did with a couple other paintings in the past, and I just felt like I really enjoyed how it brought the painting together. And it just feels like it's a type of style that I feel like represents me now, and it's something that I maybe want to start using more in my paintings. So that's something that you'll probably see a lot more with my paintings in the future. I thought I'd be done after that, but then I got another idea that I wanted to try out. See?
Well, I got a wing off.
Huh, interesting. Okay.
I got it, but it's not.
Okay, no, that works. We'll make it work. Thank you, sir.
Part of the connection of the source of all the galaxies and universes. If we implode or we go bang, then that's going to create massive, again, ripple butterfly effect for the rest of the planets and the rest of the universe. It's just not going to work this time. And so,
baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna
Okay. This is so nerve-wracking. Nice. And there it is. Oh my god, is that centered? That doesn't look centered. Oh man. Did it move? Ugh, it's not really centered. Oh no. Ugh.
What you got the vitamins, you got me so. Somebody bodily do.
I like it. This is very cool. Oh, yo dije grabando, madre.